All right, guys.
Rolling.
Rolling. Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Garrett Hankey, and today, me and my compatriots, my cohorts, we will be reviewing the Busch Light Peach. Now, see, today, during my escapades, I was searching various liquor stores and grocery stores for the Busch Light Apple. However, I did not find any. But I pulled up to a liquor store in the hood, and whenever I went to the door was locked. But thankfully, the barber in the barber shop attached to the liquor store came and unlocked the door for me. On a shelf containing various cans of beers and alcohol of several varieties was a singular 25-ounce Busch Light Peach. And today we will be reviewing said Busch Light Peach. Clark, do you have any preliminary thoughts? Expectations?
You know, he's a new player in the game. We'll see what he's got to offer. I'll say it.
Andrew? Ren? Anything?
I've never had a Busch Light.
Never had a Busch Light either.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well, this is
got
the
foamed up.
peach variety. We may have to wait for the foam to foam to die
I'm a
down.
foam guy. I won't complain.
Banana foam.
Is that what it is?
Is that what you would call it?
Busch Light. This isn't Busch Light
Banana.
is it? It's just
Get the joke. Banana foam. Hello.
banana foam.
Who's there?
Shit. Ooh, Tom's getting a little extra.
Thank you. Thank you. None for Ewan.
I asked you, and he declined. So,
What?
Ewan did decline. I said another beer. He said I'm good.
About an hour ago, he was like, "Give me another."
Give me another. Yeah, here's his almost entirely full most recent beer
Full. That's
before
good.
he went to the bathroom to vomit. Well, since I have no foam, I believe that I will begin, and then I will give my thoughts,
we're gonna
and
go
then,
one by one.
and then I will hand over the microphone to. I'll hand over the mic to Clark. Cheers.
The forbidden fruit.
It's very smooth. Hint of peach.
Oh, really?
Yes, I know.
Just
See, in the same way that the Busch Light Apple feels like an apple cider more than it does a beer, this does also feel more like a peach cider than it does a beer with peach. It's more like a peach with beer, if that makes sense. Very smooth, as I said. It's almost like you know in like New Year's whenever you get like that like grape. What's that shit called?
What's the brand? I know it's
like the
sparkling
Welch's,
cider.
the sparkling
juice.
juice.
Welch's.
Yes, it's like that. You know, you don't really taste the alcohol, as is normal for most beers, but very enjoyable. I would recommend. I do say I do prefer the apple because of my general feeling towards apple versus peach.
Holy,
However,
I mean, there's lore here.
it
versus
does go deep.
peach.
It does go deep. However, I think out of 10, as far as a beer goes, and as far as not tasting like one, because beers generally don't taste that great, I would give it like probably an 8.5, 9.
I mean,
Honestly,
okay,
it's
okay.
What else could you ask
it's
for?
really
Yeah.
good.
A 10?
Yeah, you could ask for a 10. I say what would what would push it over the edge to make it a 10? I feel like
Apple.
if it were apple, but also I feel like if it were more carbonation.
Ooh,
like
okay, yeah.
it's kind of flat,
Ooh, okay.
which is not. I mean, it's not that flat. You can see the bubbles, but if it were more like voluptuous in my mouth, like if there were an explosive flavor, I think that would push it over the edge. But overall, I'm giving it an 8.5 or a 9. What?
Bravo.
I mean, I'm excited going in. Let me put it that way.
Sniff test.
Okay.
Sniff test?
It's got
Yeah.
notes
Yeah.
notes of peach as
Notes of
as
peach.
Mr. Hanky said. I mean, it smells good. That's pretty good. It is very cidery. It goes down easy, but hold on. I see what he's saying. It goes down easy, which I like, but I think it would be better if it had a kick. If it were like, holy. If there's a little bit more carbonation. That being said, it's like, but I could see it going either way. Because I also, I don't know. It would be better with the carbonation, but it's solid as is. What did you give it?
8.5.
Shoot, okay. I gotta think. Because my brain went to 8. But
Clark,
it
have you
is.
tried the apple?
I have not tried the apple.
Ooh.
That's next time.
Next
Next
drop.
episode.
Next time.
Dude,
next
okay,
time.
it drops mid-June.
Wait.
The next
set.
Wait, next
They're
set?
set?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
well-
limited edition.
Well, yeah, they're limited edition.
Yeah.
It's for the summer only. They dropped a big gigantic batch at the beginning of the summer. Now everywhere's sold out. But mid-June,
That's great. Sold
they're
out is
adding.
crazy.
They will be more in stores.
That's pretty cool.
If you can ever find a 30 rack, that is a legendary find. You will not. Those are not very often you come across them.
All right, Clark, let's start looking. We got all summer.
True, actually.
June
I've-
17th. Well, you have to start calling liquor stores to see when the
That's-
shipments
yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
I've had to do
Crazy,
that
man.
several times.
That is actually crazy. It's a hot commodity.
Indeed, it is. Final thoughts?
I think I'm gonna go with a 9 because I thought about it and I respect the 8.5. I could also go 8.5, but I can't be a copycat. You know, I'll go 9 because for a beer like solid stuff, I'm in. I like it.
All right, Andrew.
All right. Definitely does have that peach.
Notes of
smell.
peach.
Notes of peach.
Notes of peach.
Peachy. Chugging.
Couple swallows.
Down the hatch.
It's very sweet,
Very sweet.
and it is, like you said, very smooth. It does. Maybe the can got shook around too much, but it doesn't have very much
no.
carbonation.
Yeah.
That could have been the issue.
Sure. We
Very
waited too
well.
long.
Very well could have been
Yeah.
the issue.
But the aftertaste is good. I normally don't like beers because the barley aftertaste isn't for me. But this is pretty good in that regard. It really is like I said, it's not like a beer. So on the scale of beers, not drinks as a whole, I think I'd give it 9 out of 10.
You heard it here.
Beautiful.
You heard it here.
So those are my final thoughts.
Sweet. And over to you.
Thank you, Andrew. All
All
right,
right.
Ren.
Well, you built it up now, and now I'm excited. So, I don't know. I'm a little skewed towards the positive now because everyone else had positive thoughts. But hint of peach, hint of peach. Cheers.
Going back for seconds.
That's a good sign.
Gotta get a good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
It definitely doesn't have. It definitely doesn't taste that much like beer. I mean, it is just parroting essentially, but it does taste more like cider. Got some good peach. Honestly, pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, it is literally. I know I'm just essentially repeating what you guys said, but it does feel like there should be more carbonation to this than there actually is, because it does feel a little bit like there should be more of something, even if it's not carbonation.
More of something. I think that's a good taste. It's just not
Good
quite
taste.
quite there.
Yeah. Just needs more peach, more carbonation. I'd be good with it, but I still like it though. It's really good. But I also just love ciders and stuff like that, which it's really
Real.
close.
Mhm.
I think final thoughts. I think I'm gonna go with Garrett with the 8.5 out of 10, because there's still room to improve, but it's still up there, pretty good,
There's-
especially for a
yes,
good beer. You know,
most certainly.
beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a review of the Busch Light Peach, a hot commodity, as I'm sure we know, same as the apple. I'm sure they'll be coming back, hopefully, to stores very soon. I've heard also that there will be a Busch Lime releasing soon.
Okay.
So looking forward to that. I think once the apple comes back into stock, we may run this back.
We should.
I think
And
we
then,
have
and
to.
then
I
on the,
think
the
we
line,
have
maybe
to. I
it
mean,
has
come
to be a
Don't
thing.
mind if I do.
All right. Well, anywho's, thank you very much for joining us, and have a blessed evening.